Hey everybody and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt and in today's video I wanted to break down every single thing we know about the circulating supply issue going on with SHIB. This is a question I'm getting all the time in my live streams and I wanted to answer it for you guys. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily SHIB vids. Let's get right into it, folks. So the main controversy that has been going on that you guys of course are going to want to see is obviously with the total amount of circulating supply right now with Shiba Inu, and this is just a screenshot from CoinGecko, but there are tons of other places that are reporting it in the same fashion. Of course, if we are to check coin market cap, you guys can see it's kind of doing the same thing with a circulating supply right now of around 550 trillion SHIB. Now, the issue here is that previously in the past, CoinMarketCap had reported this in the 300s, that there was only 300 something trillion SHIB left. So the question is, where did the extra 200 plus trillion SHIB come from? Well, that's what we hope to answer in this video. So the thing that I want you guys to note is that CoinGecko here is going to show you what out of the circulating supply is burned. So we have our total supply, 1 quadrillion, and then from the circulating supply, you guys can see why it is at 550. So 410 trillion was sent to this dead wallet. So when we take a look at what this dead wallet is, this is essentially on Etherscan, you guys can see, it is reporting that this dead wallet here, the black hole wallet, has 410 trillion SHIB. Now, that is a lot. That's an awful lot of money, and $23 billion is no joke. Now, this wallet, of course, is pretty big, but the question is, okay, this brings us down to 590. Where did the other 50 come from? Well, the other 50 came from, if you look here, the burn wallet, a different burn wallet, of course, the 35, this is the 35 billion burn wallet plus the India COVID relief wallet here, which is, of course, at 40 trillion. So a little over 40.5 trillion. So now we're left with 450. That would make sense. That would seem about right, and that would leave us with around 550 trillion. That all sounds good, but the question is, Shytoshi Kusama here over on Twitter is emphatic that no tokens were added to the circulating supply and is offering 1 billion SHIB to anyone who could prove through an Ethereum transaction that they added anything. So again, this is an older thread. This is from a couple of days ago, but the point is, why has this not been fixed? How has this been, sort of circulating on these platforms if it really is wrong? And then, of course, the question is, if it really is right, why are they calling it to be fixed? So that is what we've seen, and you guys can see on my screen, this is a screenshot that one of my buddies sent me on Discord here, from the Discord, of course, link in the description, by the way. This is basically the SHIB token calculator. You guys can go here, and essentially, if you use the total market cap price or whatnot, it used to tell you that the total amount of tokens would be 394 trillion. Yet now, when we take a look at it, it will tell you guys that there are 549 trillion. So why would they change their calculator? Again, these are honest questions. These are legitimate, honest questions. This is not me spreading FUD. This is just a legitimate inquiry. So if the total circulating supply is wrong, why does it look as if the total supply on the calculator has been changed? And if so, why is CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko reporting the wrong information if it really is wrong? So there are a lot of factors here at play, but the main thing you guys need to take away from this, of course, is the fact that it is not resolved yet. There is currently no resolution on this circulating supply issue. And of course, when you go and look on Twitter, there is so much discussion about this and so much debate about this that it really is worth discussing. Regardless, guys, SHIB on the day here is at 58, down 11.5%, which is definitely not particularly good. You guys can see from the market cap at $31 billion, we are down to rank 11 here, which is unfortunate with a lot of sell volume, of course, coming into play. Now, when we take a look, obviously, at TradingView, which you guys are going to see here on screen in a second, when you guys take a look at TradingView, the main thing that I am sort of looking for here is, of course, what this movement is going to do. Now, The issue that we're seeing here, which I talked about in my last video, is the fact that this looks like a inverse sort of cup and handle here, making it very inherently bearish. This movement is inherently a very bearish movement. Now, it is possible that if it does not break at the end of this sort of handle and manages to go up, it could be a bullish movement, but again, if it falls through, that could be bearish. So there is no direct answer to this. The issue is that, again, based on historical trends, this is done more bearish, and that is the kind of unfortunate thing here. Now, there is another way you could look at this, which we've also been discussing, and that is, of course, the triple bottom. Is this really a triple bottom, which is inherently a very bullish motion? And of course, we have one bottom here, another here, and if you wanted to be generous, you could say this as a whole here is another bottom. Minus just a couple of hiccups, with some weird, flash crashing going on. This could be another bottom, and if that's the case, then this could be a very bullish movement. This could be the start of an incredible bull run that could send us all the way up to all-time highs. It is possible. Which one is more likely? Hard to say. I think it's about 50-50 at this point. To me, it is 50-50 that we see some kind of bull run after this, or that, again, we see, unfortunately, that inverted cup and handle thing, which would be very, very bad. So, again, those are two circumstances that I am personally looking at. Another thing to definitely keep in mind, of course, is the MACD, which we check all the time, but right now, it is giving us a soft buy, a very, very, very soft buy, that very well could change soon into a sell. So I definitely, would be a little bit leery on that at times. It is not the most consistent indicator, but I do like looking at the MACD just sometimes. And of course, when we are to check the moving average cross, you guys can see the green has been above the red for a bit, obviously making it bearish, but it is possible that the red could recross the green at some point here in the near future, and definitely would be worth looking at. When we check, of course, the Fibonacci retracement, which you guys can see right now over on the screen, it's going to plot the most recent runs we are seeing here. And of course, this is taking from the 72 all the way down to 53, and you guys can see that is making it very tough to get across this 23.6% line and sustain it. I think sustaining across this line, just a consolidation, is very possible, and I think not something a lot of people are anticipating. It is possible this doesn't have some bearish explosion or some bullish explosion, but could just level off around this 23.6% line. So that is very possible. The main challenge, of course, here is getting up to the 38.2% line, which you guys can see very, very clearly by the Fibonacci retracement. When we zoom in and really look close, this is the 60 line. This is that major support line I was talking about over the past few days, and now it is the major resistance line we are challenging. So again, the 38.2% line is being difficult in this instance because, in two instances, it failed to sustain itself past this line, which is very difficult. Ideally, I would like to work up and be able to sustain ourselves past 60. That would at least give us a chance for some consolidation here in the near future. And that is, I think, my most realistic guess is some level of consolidation. Again, you have a ton of different scenarios here. All are very good and all are very worth looking at. But, in quick recap, we obviously have the bearish scenario, which is the inverted cup and handle, which just, again, you have this rounded top making it very difficult. It looks like it's going to have another run. Again, it fails whatever point of resistance you have, and then it gets, sended flying down in a bearish run, which obviously is terrible. Then you, of course, have the bullish option, which is, of course, the triple bottom, which could be bullish. And it's very possible that if you want to be more generous, you could say that this third little bottom here was just a bit of a hiccup and is still part of that movement. You could say this. And then, of course, you have the neutral option, which is probably the best option. That is the idea that it just consolidates between some of these lines, the 23.6% line and 38.2% line. Any of those options are possible. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel on the road to 35,000 subscribers. Make sure to join my Discord. Top of the link down below in the description. Sign up for Webull with my link. You guys get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Thank you guys so much. My name is Matt. See you guys on the next one. Peace.